Hey everyone, okay, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to use a very misunderstood product and an absolutely, truly amazing product, which is Mercier Secret Camouflage. It is an incredible product, but is very difficult to use if you don't know what you're doing. So I'm going to show you, you can see. So this is what it is. I'm going to be using SC4. The reason for that color is because I did a fake tan. In case you're wondering what tan I have on, it's James Reed Liquid Tan in Light. So what I'm going to do is explain it and then show it to you in application. The Secret Camouflage is not a concealer for under the eyes unless you have no creases at all, which isn't most of us. What it is a camouflaging product that can be used either under or over your foundation. The goal of it is to cover imperfections on the skin so that you can ideally use less product. And by using less product, such as foundation, your skin will look more real and more beautiful. Every makeup artist I know uses it and it's a wonderful product. Now, as you know, with all my style, I prefer to do everything under foundation. And I'm going to be showing you how to do it under your foundation and then putting foundation over. So let's take off whatever I've got on my face and then we'll have a clean canvas, and you can see, because my skin's quite pink naturally. So let's take all this off. Okay, clean. Now, what I've got on my face, and there is a tan on there, so it's covered a lot of it. Now I'm just going to zoom in. Now I get what's called hot spots. It's here and here. They're two little like broken capillaries. I also have broken capillaries on my nose, across here, and this area here, which isn't that visible at the moment, but it's there, are another case of broken capillaries. And they're a problem because when I put foundation over them, it doesn't really cover them, and I would have to continually put product over it. So we're going to do all the pre-concealing first, and then we'll get on with the foundation. I'm going to use the darker the darker side of it, and I'm using my number 3 brush, which is a crease brush, obviously. Now all I'm going to do is buff on product. I'm blending it into the surrounding skin, but I just want it on the areas where there's trouble. And this basically here on my nose, so down the bridge, and down the sides of my nose where the broken capillaries are. I want to cover these, and I'm not using a huge amount of product, and you can see that I'm really working it into these areas here because I want the coverage here. I don't want it to be caked on or anything like that. And I'm also going to apply it small amount right here on the top part of my cheekbones where the redness tends to congregate, and just have a little party really on my face that I don't really want them to. I've also got discoloration in the sides of my eyes, which most people have. So I'm going to take a little bit there just to cover it. And a strange thing, people don't really crease and get old here. This area right here doesn't tend to wrinkle up the way that the rest of the face would. And this product is quite dry. You may need to warm it up on the back of your hands. I'm going to put a little bit of light, the lighter shade, just here on this inner part, just to brighten it, but nothing extreme. I drop everything. So now we're going to apply foundation. Now I'm going to apply, which apparently is the #1 selling foundation ever, which is Bare Minerals. Now I've been a fan for years. I wear them in all my videos because it makes me look better. I'm using medium tan in the matte formulation, and I'm going to use my limited edition brush, which is the Christmas brush. So I know people have been asking to see it in use. I'm using whatever's in the lid, which isn't a lot. The purpose of using the camouflage is to use less product, especially when you do it under. It's much better, I think, to do it under. So I'm just taking the brush and swirling it around, and there's not much in here, there really isn't. And now I'm just going to buff it all over the face. And I'm buffing over the areas with the Secret Camouflage. And because the product is dry, it doesn't disturb it, it doesn't move it. And if you're going to be using a liquid foundation, don't worry about it, it's going to be absolutely fine. And you can see, I mean, I did the comparison with my brushes because it's a huge brush compared to my number 2, which is a beautiful brush. It's a massive brush, which means you can get your application done ultra quickly if you need to. There you go. Now, there was not a huge amount of product on the foundation here in the lid. So I'm going to get in and I'm going to show you, because this is filmed in HD, you can see. There you go. The areas, and look how clean the nose is. See? The redness, that irritating party that they were having going on, all gone. It's a truly fantastic product. When you're using it with liquid foundations, you can buff it on, you can use your fingers, you can use a stippling brush or one of my brushes, because they're so good. It's not an advertisement, but I'm just saying they're very good. But this is how you use the Secret Camouflage. It's a great product. And I would bet that if you use this the way that I would prefer you to use it, you'll be able to cut down on the amount of foundation used by half. Absolutely. Obviously, if you've got lots and lots to cover, there will be more coverage needed. But in general, most people don't have, we think we have worse skin than we really do. And just by covering these areas here, for me, it means that when I do filming or anything else that I want to do, I can use a tiny bit of foundation to get a beautiful look to the skin that looks like skin. It doesn't look like it's anything but skin. And that's a good thing, that's what we want. And the wonderful thing about using less product is that when you apply things like, especially with liquid or cream foundations, when you apply powder, or blusher, let's just say you put your Secret Camouflage on, you put your foundation on, because we're using so less, we can go directly into a blusher without powdering the cheeks. It won't move it, because there's not much product on the skin. That's what gives us that beautiful no makeup look. So that is how I would use Laura Mercier's Secret Camouflage. If you need extra concealing under the eyes area here, unless you are incredibly smooth, you could use this. Otherwise, I would recommend a normal concealer after your foundation, but just enough to cover the darkness. And that is how you use the glorious Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage. And in case you're wondering, there is 5.92 grams in here. It will last you a long time. Thanks so much. Don't forget to rate. That's with that. And I will see you all very soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.